Hi. It's a bit early or late, however you want to put it. It's like 5:30 in the morning, but I woke up because I had to take my boyfriend to work, and so anyway, my hair is kind of a mess, but I had a thought, and so because I'm making new videos or whatever you want to put it, I really want to get my advice out there, I guess. My opinion, my stories. I kind of really want to get those out there. But anyway, so with what I'm about to say, I'm not gonna take a long time to say this, but here's some of the stories or opinions that I might have, and now or videos or I'll share with you guys. Now because I'm so new, there's not gonna be a lot of people watching this. But for whoever is watching this, thank you for giving me a shot, for, I guess, listening to what I have to say. But anyway, so here's what I came up with. Now, hold on. I gotta get it. But, so, I came up with, so I wrote a list of some of the things that I'd like to kind of talk about. Now, see, the world is tricky. You gotta phrase it right to have someone understand things. And so here's some of the things that I thought would be pretty interesting to talk about or whatever. And so there's only like 6 things so far, but and I'm sure I'll get more. But anyway, so here's the first thing that I came up with, and so money tips. I'm really good with my money. I'll get into that with another video. But anyway, so money tips is one of them. The first thing I came up with. So yeah, all these are gonna be in another video. But anyway, and so then I was at work one day or the other day when I had made my first video. That was after work that day, and so during work that day, I was talking to some of my coworkers, and so because I'm so recently new to the world, to adulthood, I don't have I see things that other people don't, in a sense, and so I have an open mind, and so so I'm listening to these other guys' stories. And I was like, wow, like, cause it didn't even though it didn't happen to me, it's real, it's out there, and it does happen. You might not think it happens because it doesn't happen to you, but it does happen to people, and that's the scary part about things. But so anyway, I'm talking to them and I'm listening to these stories, and it's really interesting. But anyway, so with the what I was going on, high school is this big fantasy that everyone wants to put it into, I guess. It's so, everyone in high school is so immature. Now, I mean, there are a few people who are very mature for their age. Yeah, sure. That's good for them. But when I was in high school, things were very different. And then all of a sudden I graduated, and now I'm in the adult world making decisions for myself, for my future. And so everything is so very different. And so that's what interests me, is because everything is different. And so I view everything like I take it in. And so not many people do that. But there's something that I wanted to get into, but I won't get into it now. But so anyway, in the video, or it would be high school versus real life. I would explain basically the differences of what would go on in high school and what would actually go on in real life. That type of thing. And so then now here's a different one. Kids these days, they're rude to everyone. Now I just wanted to, in that video, I would be discussing how rude they are, I guess, to people, because I have friends who are rude to their parents, and it makes me kind of mad because you're living under their roof and they're caring for you, and why you gotta be so rude to them, that type of thing. but I'll get more into that video. But that type of thing, that's what I'd be discussing. And so it makes me mad that that these people are like that. But that's the world, and that's how it is. So there's nothing I can do about that. But like I said, I'm just discussing it and I'm putting it out there. But so that's a different one. And so here's another one. People have different point of views. And so some people don't like what other people have to say. Now, whoever's watching this, you might not like what I have to say. That's good and all, but if you just kind of take it in and put yourself in, I guess, my situation or something, like with the car incident, like it might not happen to you, but it does happen. And so, yeah. So everyone has their own different point of views, and I'd be explaining stuff in that video. But I find it interesting that many people have their different point of views, and when I'm in a situation, now here's a thing that I wanted to get into, but not in a different video, I guess. My aunt and my dad, they have he's being kicked out of their house, but and so he doesn't want to take her with him anymore. He can't do that anymore. And so I'm listening to the sides of the story, I guess. And so she's upset because she's disabled, right? She's upset because they're family, and he doesn't want to do that for her anymore. And so she's like just really heartbroken. And so anyway, yeah, she's heartbroken and that he doesn't want to care for her anymore. But now I'm putting myself into both of their situations. They both make really valid, good statements. But what she doesn't understand is that he has his own life, right? He can't keep doing that to her. I mean, yeah, sure, he's been caring for her for 10 or more years, and they've lived together for a really long time. They're brother and sister. He's my dad, and she's my aunt. And so they've done this for a really long time. Now, he's tired of it. He can't handle it anymore. And he doesn't have a wife anymore. My mom and dad, they're not together. Like I said in the first video, my mom has a fiance. But anyway, so he wants to get his own life together now. He wants to get a relationship with other people besides her. And he can't really do that because he has her in his life, and she's basically controlling it. And it's sad that happens, but yeah, so he wants to change it. But anyway, that's I guess I forgot what I was going with that. But so yeah, different point of views is what I was going with it. And so I put myself in both of their situations, and I really think about each of them, like what goes on in how she feels and how he feels. And so that's what I'm saying about different points of view. But so yeah, that's what I'd be talking about in that video. And so there's two more other things. They're not really, I mean, the other four that I just mentioned, they're good things for other people, but the last two is basically for myself. And I guess just putting my word out there. So the last two is the first one is art, and the second one, but they're both kind of the same thing, but the second one is what I'm interested in. They'd both be different videos. But so anyway, the art, I love drawing. I love that type of thing. And so I haven't drawn anything recently, which kind of sucks because I'm so busy with life and all. But I'm gonna wrap this up. So yeah, I wanted to show my artwork because I have a lot of cool drawings. And so anyway, and then the second one is what I'm interested in. Now everyone has their own story to tell, and I kind of like mine. I've come into this person, or become this person that honestly I admire myself with the stuff that I do, with the way I think, with the way I act, all of it. I admire myself, and I'm sure if you're listening, you probably would admire me too. I don't know, but you don't know me and I don't know you. And so that's kind of why I want to put myself out there, is to explain my story and probably help people. Whoever's listening, with what I'm saying, I could probably help you, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. But that's what I want to do. I love helping people. I have a very kind heart, and I just love helping people. And so even though there's some things with my aunt's situation, I want to help her, but I don't have a place of my own. It's not like I can just say, hey, look, I'm going to take you in. But I can't do that. My mom and her, they don't like each other. So it's not like I could do that anyway. And plus, I love my aunt, but she's a real bitch. And I don't like the way she acts, okay? And so, the way she sounds, it's just like, bitchy. And so, I love her, but I can't do that. I would never take her in my own house. But, the one thing she had mentioned, now this is kind of really tough for me to say, sorry, she had mentioned now, there's people who have killed themselves because of the situations that they're in. Every life is tough, and it's just hard when you don't have someone to stick up for you. And that's also what she was trying to say, is that she wants her brother to stick up for her, but he's done it for so long, and it's just tiring, you know? But so anyway, I was talking to her. And she at the end of the conversation, because of everything that's happened in her life, she's depressed. And so she had told me, she had told me she wanted to kill herself if he didn't help her anymore. And that broke my heart, because no one wants to hear their family say something like that. And so it broke my heart to hear her say that. I'm gonna try to wrap this up. It's almost 13 minutes, but so yeah, I'm gonna but yeah, so I want to help her, but unless she does it for herself, there's nothing I can do. I mean, sure, I can talk to people or whatever, try to get her into a place, but other than that, there's really nothing I can do unless she does it. Before I start crying, because that's a painful subject, but anyway, so those are some of the my ideas that or the videos that I kind of want to make, and so just thought I would put that out there. But I'm gonna get going because it's 5:30 and I kind of wanted to go back to bed. But anyway, so I'm gonna get going. It was nice sharing my little details or whatever, but yeah. Thank you for whoever is listening. Honestly, I truly thank you for listening to what I have to say. So if I end up being more in the future, I get more and more views or whatever, I'm not gonna change how I am just because like a celebrity. Some people now I keep talking, but some people it gets to their head. I'm not gonna let that happen to me if I do end up being popular, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, I'm not gonna change myself just because I'm famous. If I even become famous, I doubt it. I'm not really a famous, like, I don't know. I wasn't really popular in school. But anyway, like I'm saying, school versus real life. No one's popular, everyone's different. But anyway, I'm gonna wrap this up now. Really long video, longest. But anyway, so thank you for listening is what I have to say. But so yeah, I'm gonna stop this and go back to bed. But thank you very much for whoever is listening and watching. I appreciate it, really. So yeah, I'm gonna say bye now. So sorry, anyway, bye. I'm gonna stop.